Hello and welcome to our YouTube channel, Rapid Data IT Solutions. Thanks for joining the channel today, and I hope you'd enjoy it. Please subscribe our channel if you haven't subscribed it yet. That would encourage us to make recordings and publish many more videos on various aspects in the SAP world. Today we'll talk about mass change process of data records in the SAP GUI. Subsequently, we'll record another such demonstration to show you how to do mass change using SAP Fiori as well. Now let's start. So if we just go inside the SAP GUI, which we already have logged in, and we need to go into the Tcode MASS. This contains all the mass maintenance object types. There are a bunch of other Tcodes which are sub Tcodes, if you like, of this main Tcode. For example, /n mm17. So this mm17 Tcode contains the process of mass maintenance for the material master. But you can come to this particular screen from the mass transaction code itself. So let's look at that as well. So that you know that this is the one-stop shop to get all the object types for the mass maintenance. See, as you can see, it's there as well. So let's jump onto the mass change of the material master. Let's take the SAP general material data as our mass change object or the table for the material. So that means we are going to update some values for some of the fields for the material master basic view. Let's go inside the execution, and then we have to select the record. So I had previously done some updates, so let's check this list. So let's select this list for our modification. As an example, as some examples, so we are inside the mass modification screen, or mass update screen. So here, what we are going to do, we are going to click on this button to select the fields we want to update the values for. Let's take as example the external material group, and let's take another field which could be, like, for example, gross weight and height. Let's take these three fields as examples, and we want to modify them. So as you can see, the values are there, and we want to modify to a different value. So let's see what are the allowed values for this external group, and I can see it here. So let's check this one, and basically this is the line in which we are going to provide the new value for all the records for the particular column. And in this case, we want to update the external material group for all these materials to this particular value. So for that, what we have to do, we have to select this column. Let's not select the other columns because they will make them 0 because you got 0 value here. So only the column which we have to modify the values for, we are going to select that and then click on this button, perform mass change. So you can see it here. It's now it's updated. But then for the gross weight, the weights are different, and we may not have the exact same weight for all of them. So our mass change of the values would be probably different. For these, we are going to take a different approach. So we got these values. Let's take these values into an Excel, and then, for example, these, and then let's update the values. Say, for example, the values should be like 0, 1, new value. This one should be maybe 60. This one should be, say, 8 as example, right? This one should be 11. Now for these, we are going to copy and paste. And if you got many more records, for that we have to do the page down and then update those next pages as well, similar way from the Excel. So it's not that difficult if you don't have too many records to be updated. So we know that. So now for the weight, for height, let's imagine all the materials have got same height. So for that, let's again select that column. We got the new value here, and we want to update this value onto all these records at once. So perform mass change is going to update the values here. So updates are done. So all the values have got new data that you want to update the values. And now we have to click on save. And once we save it, okay, so there is an issue raised. Is it because I'm locking it somewhere? Yeah, I guess I'm locking it somewhere, possibly. So I got another screen. No, it's not locking all the records. Now let's check. Let's go back, and maybe this is the issue. So let's make it blank again. I don't know what the concern about how it could be, but let's imagine that's an issue, because you don't have we don't want to go to the log to check all the information there. So if we know that, I mean, let's save it now again. Let's see if it kind of does the job for us. Yeah, it's modified now. So it might be the issue with the height. So let's check this last record. I believe we have made the modification of the weight. So let's go to mm03 and check what new value we got there for the weight. Is it starting with 8? Yeah, you can see 8,000. It is now modified, so that's all good. Let's go back and let's check if we have we modified the other column as well, which was that column, that's the external group. So we had this new value which we did the update with. So they're all done. So you can see how this works. Now let's take another example to do modification of, say, text. So select the descriptions, the second one, and then execute, and then again the same process. We have to select the materials for which you want to make the modification. Let's take one material for example in this case, and in the real life scenario we'll have many more. But if it is just one and then you want to make the mass change, then we can see the value has come here, but the column hasn't come through yet for the modification. So for that we have to select the column. So select this column, okay, and the column has come. So info, let's imagine 1 2 3, and again the same thing. We have to do the selection of the column which we want to modify the new value, and then the new value is here, and then click on the mass change, and then it's going to modify the value here. It's done. So now let's save it, and it should be able to update the value. Yeah, so if we just quickly go to the material master once again, we can see the description has come through with the 1 through 3 at the end. So now you understand how the mass change works in the SAP GUI, and next week we will talk about how to do mass change of some objects in the SAP Fiori application as well. Thank you so much for watching today. We'll see you next week. Thank you.